Iron Meat feels more like Contra than Contra itself. I was almost shocked by all the similarities. I'm referring to the control, about how the levels are designed, about all the weapons that fly by in a similar way, and how the alien threat must once again be destroyed. This is Iron Meat, a game that can suit all those who have a passion for, well, Contra. In this video, we take a closer look how the game is experienced on the Nintendo Switch and whether it's worth buying. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Let's go. Let's start by discussing the visuals. It's a real feast for the eyes, pixel art at its best. We see helicopters crash and explode in the background. There is an infested planet that tells us that the threat of the aliens is everywhere, and whether I'm in a dark forest or an industrial building, I get a feeling that a job needs to be done. The monsters are everywhere and must be eliminated at all costs. I really think that all the levels have their own neat style. I especially like the stage where I am on a train. At the beginning you hover and then land in the rear part. Successively you push yourself forward until you finally get into a tunnel and meet a boss. Everything feels very elaborate in order to give the player a nice visual experience, and I personally think that the developers succeeded very well in creating a detailed, two-dimensional and dark world. You know what I like about this story? It explains everything without using a single word. A failed experiment causes a scientist to go mad, and he unleashes hordes of alien enemies across the planet. Now our protagonist must take matters into his own hands and save both himself and eliminate the threat. That's all. The narrative is simply structured, and after a short cutscene, the adventure starts. The goal is to get through 9 levels, where you always face a boss in the end. There are 3 levels of difficulty: easy, medium and hard. The harder the difficulty, the fewer lives you have. But as you can see, the differences are big. On hard, more enemies are spawned, which may require greater vigilance. On easy, you still have to be focused, but since you start with 30 lives, it becomes quite forgiving. Enemies are a mix of running men, mouths and other alien creatures. Sometimes you meet super enemies who have a couple of special attacks you have to watch out for. I really had no problem at all eliminating any enemy. However, what killed me on several occasions was all the sneaking bullets. You know, the ones that you don't really notice but still manage to hit and kill you. Really annoying when that happens. The bosses are pretty cool actually. My favorite is probably this one. A cross between a crocodile and a helicopter. A crococopter. And this boss, a giant tank that shoots lasers. All bosses have their own abilities that you have to watch out for. I didn't find them particularly challenging, but there is an advantage in learning their movement patterns and how they attack. So let's recap. Iron Meat is a game that performs very well on the Nintendo Switch. There hasn't been an issue with the frame rate, nor have I experienced any crashes. This is very good. There is also some replay value, as you can unlock new characters. You get points for each completed course, and if you collect enough, you get access to a new warrior. So if you want to unlock all the characters, then you have to replay the game a lot. Basically, I think this game could fit right into Contra's catalog. There are so many similarities, everything from the overall design to how the control feels. So if you like Contra, then this game can definitely be a good option. The control is very easy to use as well. You can jump, duck and shoot in all directions, and switch between 2 different weapons. It's almost like they copied the movement patterns from Contra. They are very similar. Something that I perceived as negative, however, was that some levels felt unnecessarily long. It's like they just went on and on with no end in sight. Maybe it's also because the buildings keep coming back, as if they were copied into the game. When you think you're nearing the end of the course, you're only halfway there. You have to do everything one more time. Felt a bit unnecessary actually. But there is still variation in the level's unique design. Sometimes you move horizontally and sometimes vertically. so that's good. And if you want a real challenge, choose a higher difficulty level with fewer lives and more enemies. So this game is definitely an option if you like run and gun games. $20 in the eShop. It might sound like a lot, but I actually have to say that this is a very good 2D game. You get a lot of action for your money. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day. See ya!